and he's a very resource person, and he's a professional trainer, and has done his professional course from Amity University. He is a certified teacher, trainer, and a product manager to define an individual subject's HarperCollins publisher. Joseph is originally from Meghalaya. It is called Shillong, and I think the climate is almost same like Shillong here these days. So welcome, sir. Then we have got Mrinal Jyoti Das. He is the Journal Sales Manager of HarperCollins Publisher, India Private Limited, based in Guwahati with an experience of 13 years and half years into school textbook publishing, originally from Biswanath Chariali, that is close by, and has been working with HarperCollins for last 11 years leading the sales team of Northeast. So welcome, sir. And here we have Mr. Nirupam Bania. He is the Territory Manager, Sales, HarperCollins Publisher, India Private Limited. His area of interest is selling textbooks to educational institutions, maintaining healthy relation, and provide adequate services to the schools. And he is originally from Nagaon district. So welcome, sir. So now may I hand over the mic to Mr. Joseph.
Sure? Yes. Let's give that a check, right? So can you all just feel your heartbeat? एक बार अपने heart को feel करो. Feel your heartbeat and say all is well.
All is well.
So much better. Okay. Do I sound better with the mic or without the? Am I loud enough without the mic also? Or do you want me to use the mic? Okay. When I use mic, I feel like that Indian Idol wala, someone from that competition, and I don't want to do that. So, anytime when you feel Hindi as well. Yes. So do I mix English and Hindi? Yes. Yeah. Because Hindi में जो घर-घर की कहानी होती है, राइट तुलसी होती है, सास भी कभी बहू होती है, वो इंग्लिश में नहीं हो पाता. So in that way, I would really want to use Hindi a little bit in between so that we can add those fun materials in it, right? And add more life into it. They're so used to these rules. The moment they see me, they treat.
I will have fun. I will have fun. I will have fun.
I love the energy of fun. I will have fun. Okay? After the count, and don't do it too fast. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
I will have fun. I will have fun. I will be sad.
Once again.
I will be sad.
For the last time.
I will be sad.
Thank you so much. Expect positivity out of others. Because at the end of the day, we all have energy that influences the other person or the people around you, and likewise you being influenced as well. And a lot of the time, this is what I have seen. I've worked as a teacher also, and I have some cousins who are teachers in private schools and under the government as well. A lot of the time, this is what also happens, that when we go into our classrooms, we go with all the burden and the problems. How many of you are still single like me? Proud experiences. So when we go out, we have better things to share. Right? So it took me 19 years to learn all these small things that I speak about today. And that has happened because I mingled with people, I met new people, and I learned from them. Yeah? Okay, so let's continue our journey. Is that you face? I'll tweak this a little. I don't want you to too much invested in social media. I'll come back to that. Oh, that's such a good point. Okay, and they don't do their work on time. Okay, and they don't focus. Okay. If you're a human, it's not possible. But you train yourself. With all the experiences that you come across, you train yourself to love these kids because that's a conscious decision that you make. Otherwise, as a human, it's not possible. They get into your nerves. At times, when I substituted my uncle, I worked only as a substitute teacher for some few months for pocket money. There were times that I felt like You know, you get that feeling? Yeah? Okay, so totally agree with all of you. So what we're going to do today is, what habits are we developing matters a lot inside our classroom. What habits are we building? Because there are a lot of things that are in your control, but majority of the things are not in your control because education begins from home. So ghar pe hi, if parents are not invested, you can't do everything. Not possible. But what is in your control? Are you working on that? I think that's the area where we need to look into. Because that eventually is what impacts the mental health of a child. And your mental health as well. We teachers also need our mental health. Okay? So, problems shared. With this, then let me ask all of you, what do you understand by classroom management? Now, when I talk about classroom management, I'm not going to go in depth of classroom management. When I trained the government teachers of Meghalaya, more than 400 teachers, 500 teachers, sorry, in 2 batches. It took us 5 days for 1 batch to complete, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. So we are not going to have that much of time. Hence, we're going to set the pace, and I'm going to talk more on behavior rather than the entire classroom management thing. But then everything falls under classroom management, hence I would want to start with classroom management. Yeah? Sorry. Participants, making them active and actively participating. Okay.
Maintaining the discipline.
Maintaining their discipline is what classroom management.
Inclusiveness.
Inclusiveness, so important. Now what I'm noticing is there's a trend going on in this room where there are only few selected teachers who are speaking. And that becomes a problem for me. I want everyone to speak. So what we're going to do is
In the classroom.
Yes,
and
exactly.
that's the solution that we are trying to find out today. So what we're going to do is I hear about, I think, 90 something teachers. To save time, we will have only 7 groups. ठीक है? 1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
7. 1.
6.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1. The team leader will be punished, not the team. Okay? The last rule, when there's a discussion going on, team leaders will make a note out of the discussed points so that the team leader can hand it over to the person who's going to represent the team. And every time when, after the group discussion and when we have to share the discussed points, team leaders will ensure that everyone gets the equal opportunity to represent the team. That means the same person will not stand 10,000 times. Yeah? Is it clear, leaders? Yes. All the leader G's, yes? Give me a No, don't do that. Pom तो हिंदी गाना में है ना क्या? Okay, we pom. This is a different one. Okay, so it will be. Arey man, it's still better. I did the same activity in Nagaland. One very stylish teacher. Okay, she was like chee. So at least we are not doing that. Okay, so we are clear with my commands. Anytime you hear me these commands, you have to very well. Okay, so Miss, you being the first one to martyr, I'll give you the opportunity to take out your enmity with any of the.
Our points are first and important is the discipline, seating arrangement, then behavior, positive vibe, teacher-student eye contact, be attentive, cooperation, creating good environment, facial expressions, punctuality also we look into,
Absolutely.
and child psychology.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much. Can we clap hands for the
First of all, happy classroom.
Okay,
And
happy
then
classroom.
active participation
Active participation.
and positive environment.
Okay.
And respect each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then value education, focus on value education.
Value education. Okay.
And attentive.
And
Attentive.
grabbing their attention.
Yes,
That's what
attention.
students are competitive towards each other. Competitive, they're competing with each other. Rather, they're competing with themselves as well, with how they wear and where they want to be. Okay, thank you so much. Can we clap hands for him? Thank you so much, sister. You have two options.
Focusing on child-centered teaching and learning, then create homely environment in class. We must know the names of each students in class. Then eye contact. Then we should be feel free to word. We should whisper words in the classroom.
Whisper.
If any problem arises, we can whisper one word at the ears of the students instead of telling them in front of everyone.
Everyone. Okay.
Then focus on child-centered teaching. Then pre-planning.
And pre-plan. Okay, that's it, miss. Thank you so much. Wonderful.
Whoa.
So now you don't have an option but to nominate them. Miss Lee?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, miss.
Okay, our points are focus on child-centric learning, maintain discipline, respect each other's opinion, ensure inclusiveness, ensure regularity, and happy environment, and case study of the child.
And
Case study.
making sure that you study the child first so that you know what they need and know how to deal with them, right? Thank you so much. Can we clap hands? You all give out this that teachers use to ensure that your classroom runs smoothly with the joy of having that black and white board. जहाँ पर एक ही game था,
Snake.
and it's still my favorite. I play only that game आज तक. I'm a very boring person. I don't like playing video games and all too much. Snake game is something that I can't get rid of. It's so much of fun. Can someone tell me, उस ज़माने पे with that phone क्या possible था? What were the things possible to do with your phone?
Message, call, and one game.
And one game. Receive call, make calls, receive SMS, send SMSs. There is video recording things, or I don't know if he's taking pictures, but see, what else can't we do today? Everything is possible. You can also, you're completely in charge of your bank account from your phone as well. Right? You can edit your pictures. अगर आप मेरे Instagram photos देखोगे तो मैं कभी बार थोड़ा लंबा भी दिखता हूँ. और मुझे ये मेरे पड़ोसी के बच्चे ने सिखाया, 8 साल के बच्चे ने, how to edit pictures. You know, मतलब पूरा change हो सकता है, right? You can do so much. Likewise, classroom management का जो definition है, it has changed, especially with the new education policy being introduced. So when we talk about classroom management, as I said earlier, it's making sure that the students learn. But not only that, now you need to ensure that students develop skills as well. Learning hoga or skills development bhi hoga. And when we talk about skill development, there are two main aspects of it. That is subject-specific skills and your 21st century skills. How many of you have heard of 21st century skills? Now, I'll not ask you, don't worry. Matlab kya hai? Okay. So we will, I'll just give you a small introduction to it because that's not the focus of today's class. Let's first come to subject-specific skills. So when you are teaching English, what skills, or any language as such, as a subject, right? What skills are you developing? आप क्या skills develop कर रहे हो? Communication skills, right? Absolutely. Now, when we talk about communication skills, it's not just the listening, speaking, reading, and writing, but it's all your entire existence. Yeah? Okay, through science, what skills are we developing? Practical learning. Okay. Anything else? Demonstration. Okay.
Experiment.
So the real world with to solve real life problems.
Solving real life problems. Okay.
Critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
More specific.
Logic, specific, or specifying.
Make the life more easy.
Making life more easy.
Connecting with nature.
Connecting with nature. Oh, sir is like bindas already. Nature bola. Okay. Love your personalities. So when we say science and skills, आप लोग ने जो कहा, can't deny the fact, but just to make things more crisp, reasoning skills, why it happened, how it happened, where it happened, why can't it happen, रीजनिंग स्किल्स, रिसर्च तो उसी बेसिस पे होता है ना, राइट और रॉन्ग? ओके, व्हेन यू टीच मैथ, व्हाट स्किल्स आर यू डेवलपिंग?
Rational thinking.
Rational thinking, okay, so you're a math teacher?
Yeah.
The two sides. Now, math आएगा ना उस पे, geometry आएगा, right? But then when you go to the market to buy a kg of banana, do you use algebra? No. किसने कहा था ये किस इंटरव्यू पे, if you remember? The CM of Punjab.
But we need to calculate percentage now.
Absolutely, yes. What percentage of good banana are you getting out of that? I have been that type of a student who hates by hearting, so my notes during school days were all my own, except for few important points. I was very bad in by hearting, but math was the only subject I by hearted, sir, and failed. I would be like, oh, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 2 plus 2, 4. I'll go for the test. Sir will change the numbers. And I'll only write the numbers I have by hearted. एक बार तो मैंने question भी change कर दिया जो by heart किया उसको लिख. So, but then it was because of my maths sir that I passed metric exam, and for the first time in my life without anyone's help. That means friends' help, huh? Don't look at me as though you've never cheated in your life. अरे school life पे we've all done ना true and false पे. Nah, man is like, yeah, I was a master in it, right? Okay, so for the first time with no help from anyone else, right? I scored 42. And I was like,
Wow.
yeah. Seriously, sir. I went back to the school that day after the result, hugged our math teacher and cried because I used to hate him. And I confessed. I said, sir, I hated you, but then I see aapne kitna sacrifice kiya. So problem solving skills, yes. Now, through social science, what skills are we developing? Awareness.
Relate with the present world.
Relate with the present world, okay.
Disaster management.
Disaster management. Social values. To know about history. Socially active.
Knowing the past,
Knowing the past.
act in the present,
Act in the present.
and hoping for a better future.
I'm Pandit. Social teacher. Yeah, okay. Let me put this question in a different way, okay? Do you want Third World War to...
Two more
Yeah.
very important. I think that social interaction to each other, respect to each other.
Respect, okay. So let me put that in a different way then. Very, very rightly said all of you. Do you want Third World War to happen?
No.
No, it will be fun. We will all be running around, bachao, bomb aa raha hai. Na, acha lagega na? No, you don't want Third World War, right? Right? Why? Why is it that you don't want Third World War? There will be a lot of destruction, okay? But how do
First
you...
and Second World War has caused enough destruction, which if it happens again, then existence will be a difficult thing.
Especially with the nuclear power
Yes.
that we have.
So we learn from our past.
So now you know you don't want Third World War because you know it's going to be destructive in nature. And you know that's going to be destructive because our past history have recorded First World War, Second World War, right? Right? So being aware of all these things, it makes you what?
Aware.
Aware, and what do you become in that way? Responsible. So when we talk about social science as a subject, it makes you a better and more responsible citizen. And in the 21st century language, or with the new education policy language, you become a global citizen. So global citizen मतलब जो पूरा दुनिया को देख रहा है development के तौर पे, not only themselves. Right? Because we're all connected. America में क्या होता है? In few seconds we get to know, whereas the distance is huge. Right or wrong? So when we talk about classroom management, you need to ensure that these skills are also getting developed. Now I talked about 21st century skills, right? Can someone just tell me what do you understand by 21st century skills?
the technology that present day we are using.
Okay,
Internet
technology.
is there. All-
It becomes
AI.
all these things are-
Okay.
a child-centric education.
Child-centric education, 21st century skills.
The
Okay.
students are more updated than us. That's why we need to update in 21st, like connecting with technology. Teachers will also.
Sir, speak so sweetly, na? Right? Very true, sir. Okay. Anyways, I'll quickly show you a picture. I want all of you to tell me what you understand when you look at this picture. Okay. See, don't ask me too much questions related to 21st century skills right away because our session do you understand?
Like the
What do you
futuristic,
see and what do you understand?
technological.
Technology, okay.
Is the future.
Technology is the future, okay. And you said that with a smile, sir. Yes?
Doing things, sorting things without wasting much more time.
Okay, so technology will help you to reduce the time spent or the time consumed.
It negates, sir. We have to change ourselves with time.
You have to change yourself
Also
with
time
time.
to upgrade ourselves.
Automation. Automation.
Automation, okay.
New opportunities, sir.
New opportunity, very true. This see.
Challenges.
Challenges, okay. This see.
Digital
Please
interaction.
put to go.
It's a digital interaction.
Digital interaction, okay. What does it take, when you look at this picture? What about this thing? Like it says in English.
Picture, sir.
Sorry.
By looking at the picture, I can see that a child is working towards a bright future, which is unknown, but he knows that is completely bright. And if he works exactly to that, he needs technology, and if he reaches there, it will be bright. It's a bright future.
Right, sir. Thank you so much for that. Oh, thank you so much. Amrit the team. Yes, sir. Fine. Okay. What about this team? Innovation. Okay. Yes, everyone have put their points very clear, and I think there's nothing to discard. But when you look at this, so when you describe this picture, every one of you would agree to the fact that you're talking about future, which is going to be so technologically driven. So when we talk about 21st century skills, okay, 21st century skills is nothing but the skills that you need to ensure that you can survive and thrive in this rapidly changing world and which is so technologically driven. And in the absence of these skills, your quality of life becomes a big question. That is why UNO, we all know UNO?
Yes.
UNO also have given a statement saying that we need to develop these skills because if these skills are underdeveloped or not developed at the right time, the quality of life that a child will live growing up will be highly impacted. So what are these skills? A quick introduction. These skills are this. 21st century skills के अंदर 3 main skills आते हैं. That is learning skills, literacy skills and life skills. ठीक है? You're all making notes. Phone निकाल के photo खींच लो ना. Easy. Okay. 1 or 2 of you can take and share it later as well.
Yes,
now,
I'm doing it.
This skills that we see, noted? Learning skills, literacy skills, and life skills. Done?
Yes.
I'll just quickly go through. Under learning skills, these are further bifurcated into subcategories. Under learning skills, you have creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, and communication. Under literacy skills, you have information, media, technology. Life skills, you have flexibility, adaptability, leadership, initiative and entrepreneurialism, productivity, social responsibility, and ethics. Very important skills. I have a cousin brother whose aim in life was to become an IS officer. He gave the exam twice, mains, with no help at all, no coaching, nothing. He cleared the exam twice, but both of the time rejected in the interview. I met this teacher from Army Public School, Shillong. She cleared SBI exam twice and SSC exam twice. All the 4 times rejected in the interview, and I have a lot of other examples. Some of my friends who went for Army military interview for officer post and they were rejected in the interview. You know why? It's not that these these people, my cousin, those teachers, and these friends of mine, didn't have the knowledge. No, they knew the book in and out, but then they didn't have these skills. Even one of our colleagues from Nagaland, Numsang, I think Numsang and Mirnalda are the senior most in our team. So he also went for military interview. He got rejected in the interview. Return pay, he cleared it twice or thrice, but he got rejected. And we were talking, and I asked him, why were you rejected? What do you think? That the panel had to reject you. He said, I could not speak in the group discussion. Everyone was talking so much that I got lost. And when I asked this teacher, after you went for SSC interview, SBI interview, kya hua? He's like, I could not speak. When I spoke to this cousin of mine who wanted to be an IS officer, he's doing very well in life, no doubt. But he had to do something else which he did not want to. That's because they didn't have these skills. A person who cannot communicate well, who cannot speak well, will definitely not want to collaborate. Collaboration is a social activity. Right? I'm going to speak about classroom management is because that is what creates that positive, healthy environment for these students to thrive and study and willfully learn from all of us as teachers. Right? So this beginning that we have of how we come into the classroom, how we present ourselves, set the day, right? And influences them eternally. Are we clear? So hence today we will have fun, and this is the most important part of my session. So having said this, I know we are all very comfortable sitting with our own friends. I will be changing how we are seated a little later. All of you will have to cooperate with me because I know there are a few other schools from other areas that have joined us, teacher. So you might be sitting next to someone you're meeting for the first time. Twice. Do this. Woo! Woo! Thank you so much.
Technology is the future.
Someone who does not social too much cannot critically think. Why? Because they have lesser ideas. The more you talk, the more you discuss, you have more ideas. That's how problems of a lot of the problems are solved, right? तभी तो हमारा पंचायत सिस्टम भी होता है ना, तो सब आके तो वहाँ पर डिस्कस करते हैं, right? Okay. Then you have creativity, of course. When you have lesser ideas, how can you be creative? And creativity is not always about creating another Taj Mahal or Qutub Minar. Creativity also includes how you solve problems. For an example, I always give this example because I love the way this was dealt with. Malaysia, they had a lot of mosquito problem. Should it have been in India and our Indian aunties, they would be like, ye bhi jalao, wo bhi jalao, phus karo, machhar ko maro. But you know what did Malaysian people do? The government started rearing dragonflies. One dragonfly eats 50 mosquitoes in a day.
Oh, wow.
And they let go of those small Alice fish in the ponds, right, and lakes, because Alice fish eats the larva or the larvae of your mosquitoes. Problem solved.
Oh, wow.
And they had birds also migrating from other places because now the dragonfly becomes the food for your birds.
Oh,
Creativity, right? Literacy skills, information, media, technology, and literacy. We all have a smartphone, so this is also technology, right? So technology is not only about answering to calls, blocking some phone numbers. I don't know if you have done that. I have done it for, I think, around 5 people. And some promotional calls blocked. So it's not only about that, taking pictures and all. I have a neighbor, a Naga uncle, married to a Mizo lady, ex-army men. Our locality is all ex-army men. He gets a call once. It was just after the pandemic. Sir, there's a problem with your account. We are calling you from SBI headquarters. If you don't share us your PIN number, you'll lose all your money. He shared. In few seconds, he lost 60,000. I have an auntie in Mizoram. Husband and wife के बीच में इतना झगड़ा हो गया, divorce होने वाला था, why she lost 6 lakhs because of that mistake. And you know what? Northeastern people are the main victims of these things. Why? Because we are a little bit more bhola bhala. A little bit more bhola bhala than the rest of the world. Yeah, it's true. So when we talk about literacy skills, do we know the good side and the bad side of it? How can it impact our economy? How can it impact you as an individual for your development? It's more about that. Right? Life skills, flexibility and adaptability. I'm so happy that my father was in the Indian Army, because after every 3 years we had to move from one place to the other place with my dad. So I've just started making friends, and in 3 years we're like, bye-bye, see ya. And we've just started making friends, we're like, bye-bye. But that taught me to be flexible, and it gave me the strength to adapt to different conditions. So when I traveled to Rajasthan for training, Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, I can adjust so quickly. But aajkal ke bachche, I'll give you an example. My own niece, which I always talk about because I was so pissed off with her. She got scholarship from the Mizoram government to study in one of the best university in China, Shanghai University, with the condition that she has to learn Chinese also, Mandarin. She went there for a month and she came back. I asked her why. नहीं वहाँ पर कोई इंग्लिश नहीं बोलता है. The food is all खट्टा मीठा. I could not adjust. Homesick. वहाँ पर कोई इंग्लिश नहीं बोलता है, तभी तो चाइनीज सीखो बोल रहे हैं ना. Because that same amount of money, if the parents have to invest, parents are not earning that much. Yeah, she lost such a good opportunity. There's a guy in our church, very good in IT. He got a job in Bangalore, very good package. 6 months में he came back. Why? Homesick, can't adjust. Flexibility and adaptability, and it's a very important skill for your collaboration and communication as well. Because when you know how to adapt, you will also know how to communicate. I can't go and communicate to people of Bihar, from Bihar, the way I communicate to our people from this side. I'll have to be a little bit reserved that side with my jokes, right? Here we are open, open-minded. So there's a difference between you. It allows you to have an understanding of cultural differences as well. Leadership. Leadership is not always about आप ये करो, तुम लोग बैठो, इसके बाद करना, तुम लोग तो घर वापस चले जाओ. ये तुम लोग तो बेकार ही हो. No. Leadership is not like that. Leadership is, are you in control of yourself? Do you know yourself? Are you in control of your thoughts? Can you manage your emotions? Right? Are you in control of your own existence? When you are in control of yourself, then you become a better leader. Initiative and entrepreneurialism. Entrepreneurialism is not always starting a business. It's more about generating opportunities for others. Productivity, I don't have to talk about it. Social responsibility and ethics. Education policy भी तो वही बोल रहा है ना नया कि we have to take these kids back to where they come from, so that they don't forget the essence of the social background that they belong to or come from. Look at Assam, such a beautiful culture. Mizoram, beautiful culture. Nagaland, Manipur, you talk about it. But this generation that we're talking about, do we have any teachers from Arunachal? Yes? Do we have any teachers from Arunachal side? No? Or otherwise Arunachali?
Myself.
Huh? So now that I asked you, because I also wanted to say Arun, half cooked?
Born and brought up in Arunachal.
Okay.
But then got married in Assam.
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं.
Confused whether to be Assam or Arunachal.
No problem. That makes you rather that's a blessing in disguise. I was born in Chandigarh. My first language was Hindi. I learned how to speak in Mizo only after coming to Shillong. So my Mizo is a bit
After coming to Assam, learned to speak Assamese.
Okay. See, why I asked is because again I don't want our Arunachali brothers speaking in Hindi but with an American accent. The दुकान पे आते बच्चे and they'll be like, भैया एक चाय दे हिंदी में चाय नहीं होता हिंदी चाय होगा. Seriously, huh? Like, it's crazy, Like one of my nephew came from Mizoram. My mom asked him, go to that shop, go and tell भैया एक अंडा चाहिए, ठीक है? He went there and came back with nothing, said there's no anda. So I asked him, what did you, no, I went to the shopkeeper and I asked, अंडा तो है पर ये मेरा नेफ्यू क्यों वापस आ गया? तो कहता है नहीं उसने अंडा नहीं मांगा, हमने तो क्या मांगा? अंधे मांगा. Obviously, huh? But now the shopkeeper is confused. अंधे क्या होता है? It should be anda. So English का वही problem होता है. So we need to take them back to the roots, so that they don't forget their own language as well. Yeah? So when we talk about classroom management, someone who cannot contribute to the growth of the community and society, they're always sidelined. Yeah, they're always sidelined. You are participating as a teacher, you're contributing as a teacher to make the future better, right? So you're definitely a part of that circle. But if your kids cannot contribute, right, it's not necessary that they have to work as a teacher, but in whatever field that they are in, if they are unable to contribute, their mental health will definitely be affected because they will be sidelined. They will feel, they will go into depression. And आजकल तो depression का भूत सबको चढ़ा हुआ है, right? मेरे ज़माने में तो you go and tell my dad, पिताजी depression को, he'll take out his fauji boot and he'll like चलो उस भूत को निकालता हूँ आओ, right? So when we talk about mental health, it starts from understanding what is classroom management. Hence, when we talk about classroom management, why is it important? It's important because in that way you will have orderly learning environment, right? So when we say orderly learning environment, that means disciplined environment where students are listening to you and learning, right? And they are willing to learn as well. Enhance academic skills. So proper classroom management will also help you to enhance their academic skills. That means performance अच्छा रहेगा, right? I think the teachers at the back can't see it properly, huh? It's visible? Sure? Otherwise we can do some other way. Also help you to ensure that the skills that we were talking about, those are properly developed amongst these students. Social and emotional development. Of course, when you talk about mental health, this is so important. Research says that anyone who is not socially active, have more of mental problems. They are more prone to going into depression, right? And they tend to underdevelop most of the skills that needs to be developed, right? So when you have a proper classroom, which is well managed, they will also develop their social skills, which also affects their emotional development as well. Okay? Then you have emphasized students' expectations for behavior and learning. Now this is one part that I want to talk a little bit further more. When we talk about behavior, there are two aspects of it. One is learning behavior change or learning behavior, and the second one is the physical behavior. So मैं जब learning behavior बोलता हूँ in 5 minutes, learning behavior बोलता हूँ, तो what do you understand by it? What do you think learning behavioral change is? Learning behavioral change क्या है? And whenever I say this, I'm reminded of this film, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Remember Mrs. Braganza? She comes into the class and she said, "Yaar, kya hai?" So, learning behavioral change kya hai? Listening and interacting. Thank you.
I think the learning behavior change is from the theoretical learning process, converting to the practical.
More of practical.
Yeah, practical.
Where they learn how to use that knowledge.
Yeah, use the knowledge.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. To see great. Thank you.
They are no more interested in the traditional subjects. They are now more focused on technological subjects. That is the change.
Okay. So that's the change. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Okay.
Relating the knowledge with our practical life, relating how
Okay, day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Okay. What is expected out of them after teaching a certain topic or concept? For example, let's take very basic concept: living thing and non-living thing. What would be the learning behavioral change? The child or the learner should be able to define living thing and non-living thing. The child should be able to differentiate living thing and non-living thing. The child should be able to summarize living thing and non-living thing. Are you getting it? So that's the learning behavioral change. वो लोग क्या सीखने वाले हैं and क्या demonstrate कर पाएंगे सीखने के बाद. That is what is learning behavioral change. Whereas the other one is more of a physical aspect, wherein we were talking about attitude and all these things. Yeah? Okay. Promote active learning and student involvement. So when you learn how to manage your classroom properly, there's more active participation of students, right? So when we talk about learning and when we add this word active, how many of you have come across this term called active learning and passive learning? Raise your hands quickly. Active learning, passive learning? Okay, so can you quickly tell me, any one of you, what do you understand by active learning and passive learning?
Active learning means two-way communication. That means students are also always ready to ask how, why this is happening, what is the aim, why we are learning this thing. That is active. That is two-way communication. Always teacher will interact with the student can interact with. Passive means one-way communication.
Okay.
Only I am conveying the message, I am not allowing them to ask questions.
ऐसे ऐसे अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ हमारा करो ऐसे कर लो मार आगे जाओ once again very good now okay so sir rightly have explained passive is more of a traditional approach wherein the teacher is the almighty God. Teacher speaks, the focus is more on completing syllabus. There's no participation of students, right? There are no skills development. Active teaching or active learning is wherein students participate, if not more, equally with the teacher otherwise, right? And communication is from both sides, right? And skills are also getting developed. Okay? And that is what will also help you to create a healthier classroom environment where you are also more motivated to teach them. So making them speak is where the problem is, but right? We will talk about that as well. Okay, focus on learning outcomes. We know that already. Learning outcome. मैं ये पढ़ाऊँगा तो क्या है? If I teach them photosynthesis, what will be the learning objective? Students should be able to define photosynthesis. Students should be able to describe the process of photosynthesis. So that becomes your learning outcome itself. So this is why classroom management is important, because if these things are not taken care of, then the mental health of the child will also be affected as well as yours. If yours is affected, definitely the impact will, you will see the impact amongst the students.
Okay, nice. So nice to meet sir. Sir, what? David, no?
Joseph.
Joseph. Yes. Sir, you're from Manipur.
I'm from Shillong. Mizo, but from Shillong.
Okay. And sir is from Manipur.
Oh, is it? Manipur, which place?
Imphal East.
I miss Imphal. I hope I get to go again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tea time. Sir? Hey, interesting. Samosa party.
Management, conduct management, and covenant management. So when we talk about today's session, I will not have time to deep dive into all these components. The chapter, the assessment that comes along with it, sub lesson plans to banate hain, the lesson planning. Do we all create lesson plans? Yes? That was a very chip-chipa wala yes. So I'm doubting now. Do we all create lesson plans? Yes. Okay, ठीक है, much better. So your lesson plan, your time management, activities, the teaching learning material, everything falls under your content management. ठीक है? But then when we talk about conduct management is more about behavior. ठीक है? It's more related to behavior. How do you control your behavior? How well are you in control of your behavior? and how do you control your students' behavior or influence their behavior. Making sense? Then you have covenant management. Can someone tell me the meaning of covenant? C-O-V-E-N-A-N-T, covenant. What do you understand by covenant? Covenant, okay. Thank you so much, sir. Very close to what I'm looking for. So covenant is nothing but an agreement. When there's a war between two countries, the two countries might come to sign a treaty, an agreement, which will be agreed by both parties willingly to stop or end the war. Right or wrong? Right. So when we say covenant management is ensuring that your students in the classroom are willingly participating in the learning, in the teaching and learning journey. Right? They are not being forced to. So it has much to do with the environment that's created. What environment are you creating as a teacher to ensure that students are willingly participating and learning?
Mutual understanding.
Absolutely right, mutual. It has to be mutual. क्योंकि दो country के बीच में जब हुआ brown girl in the rain, no more discussion. Okay. So this kind of stuff.
What comes on the living things and what are the non-living things that exist around them. Secondly, we must differentiate the properties of living things and non-living things within the students. How exactly are the different properties? How to differentiate the living and non-living things?
Okay.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you so much. Can we clap hands for him? Okay, sir. Now you get the opportunity to select any of the other team. You have team 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This team.
Inside the class, which children can relate.
Okay.
Teaching aids,
Teaching aids.
unique features,
Unique features.
previous knowledge,
Previous knowledge.
asking question,
Asking question.
ask them to name some living and non-living things.
Absolutely.
Then last one is time management.
Time management. That's it. Thank you so much. Can we clap hands for her? This team, that team, here. Team 3, where are you? Yeah. Okay. Team 3. Sir, loud and clear.
Okay, first we have
Here's money.
mental preparation.
Mental preparation.
Teachers. And then
Okay, sir. So in the beginning, under content management, we will use certain equipments to show them the difference between living things and non-living things. Then we will also prepare lesson plans so that...
Exactly. I'll stop you there. Ma'am, please take your seat. Can we all clap hands for her? Can we all clap hands for her? So when I did my course last year, right? And when you have to clap a hand or clap your hands in terms of appreciating that person, do it properly. Or otherwise, clapping hands can be very sarcastic and insulting. I'll show you how. Yeah? Or you don't care at all. So, करना है ठीक से करेंगे. So, मेरा session पे very important. To the extent that this the national appreciate someone at the back, थोड़ा सा turn करो. Even if you can't see the person, clap properly. Yes. That means you are truly appreciating the person. From
So,
the
one more
outcomes, किसने कहा?
Method.
Okay. Teaching method. Okay.
Time management.
Time management, absolutely right. Summarizing, assessment bhi aayega. So everything comes into that thing, right? But now let me tell all of you something. These are the basic components of instruction को खाली 2 बार बोलने वाला हूँ, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं. You are not allowed to ask me any questions. You can't ask questions to your friends to the extent that you will not cheat from anyone. And you will not allow anyone to cheat from you as well. Is it clear? Yeah. So let's start this activity. My first instruction: please draw 2 semicircles. Math teachers के लिए तो बल्ले semicircles is so easy. So please draw 2 semicircles.
Very chalu.
How many fingers? 4. How many fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, no more. And the arrangement, there can be two basic differences, that is size and arrangement as in alignment. But what if I told you, all this time when I was asking all of you to draw this is what I had in mind. Told all of you, this is what I, oh, so sorry. This is what I wanted all of you to draw. One teacher got it. Sir was somehow there, but then missed the point. A robot, rather. Out of all these 100 teachers that I have with me today, only ma'am, can I take it? Thank you so much. Only ma'am could actually come up with the result or end with the result that I wanted. Health be developed among students, they will definitely feel depressed. They will not feel that they are a part of your class because they don't understand the ABC of what he's talking about. It's bouncing off them. क्योंकि आप वही सिखा रहे हो जो आपने सीखा जो आपको मालूम है, पर आप उसको क्यों ऐसे नहीं सिखा रहे हो जिससे बच्चा समझे? That's the question.
So, sir,
Yeah.
regarding that, what we wrote one at first introduction with the previous knowledge.
That will work to an extent. But if you would have noticed, in my activity had some set of rules. What was it? I said, you cannot ask me questions. You cannot ask your friends also. So I gave a limitation. Therefore, active teaching is so important because teaching is also another form of communication. You're communicating what? Knowledge. But class में ज़्यादातर क्या होता है? सुनो, listen, notes दे दो, कभी कभार एक दो सवाल पूछ लो. होता है ना ऐसे? Let's be honest. So that is also what creates the gap. Are we getting it? Nonetheless, one more thing that I can add here is, I did not give you the learning objective. I did not give you the disha. हम लोग क्या करने वाले? What if I told all of you, using these geometrical shapes, you are supposed to draw this? It would have been so much easier because now you know what your goal is and you know the path. Na? And plus, if I allowed you to ask me, Joseph, where do we keep the semicircle? Where do we keep the triangle, rectangle? I'm sure the result would have been better. Two-way communication, right? At the same time, I would also agree. Someone said different. We are all different. We are all different individuals. So we understand things differently. Who said that? Individual difference. Yes, that is also true. That also comes into picture. So having said that, normally in your classrooms, how many types of learners do you have? Three. Can you name them?
Average, below average, and above average.
And slow learners. Nirupam, which category were you when you were a student? I was always below average. Slow. Very below average. By the way, this is my best friend. Okay. So, when you talk about type of students, normally that's what we understand. But research says that ऐसा नहीं होता. We are all different. The way we learn things are different. The way you understand things are different. इसीलिए the math sir whom I hated, Sir Nomaitam from Imphal, he was also from Imphal. When we went to class 10, he understood that Joseph and his friends are bad in math. I was quite okay in English and the other subjects, especially in English. But math, oh my God, 0 all the time. So he started taking extra classes from day one. And what I realized was the way he taught me algebra in the extra class was different than the way he did it in the class. And for the first time in my life, I can do it. Though I hated him because he would take extra classes with no fees, even on Sundays and Saturdays. And that's why I hated him. So मैंने उसका नाम भी रखा था Hitler. And I confessed after the metric result came out, I told you, I went, hugged him and I cried. And I said, I gave you a name Hitler, I'm so sorry. No, I literally cried. Right. So we are all different. The way we learn things are different. We need to understand that and respect that. I'll not go too much into that details right now, that's not today's session, but please understand that, are you versatile? Are you meeting the needs of these kids? Also, understand how psychology works. Let's do a small activity. When I say close your eyes, you will all have to close your eyes. Yeah? Okay? And you'll have to listen to me very carefully. And you'll not open your eyes unless you're asked to. Is it clear? Backbenchers? Abdul Kalam sirs? Yes. Okay. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Release it. Now listen to me very carefully. I don't want any one of you to see an apple. Don't see an apple. I don't want any one of you to see an elephant running around. I don't want any one of you to see kids coming into this room and disturbing you. Don't see it. Now open your eyes. Aankhein kholo. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. How many of you saw the apple?
All of us.
How many of you saw the elephant? The kids? But then my instruction said don't see. So why did it be so bad? Yeah, people are bad students. So why did you see? Just imagine. Sorry. The word instructed and you imagine. Okay, very imaginative. So what about the rest?
Power of subconscious mind.
Power of
Subconscious mind.
Not only that. Anytime when you develop an understanding, there's a connection built, okay, by creating an image of that thing. Right? As such, that is why they say we humans have a pictorial mind. तो मैं जैसे ही बोलता हूँ, I'm sure all of you have gone to Guwahati, the main market, fancy market. So when I say Guwahati fancy market, suddenly you'll start seeing flashes of shops and shopkeepers. And when I say a train, you can see a train. That is why you need to understand how human brain works and how you need to teach and present that. So what are the type of learners that you have? Audio learners, visual learners, kinesthetic learners, and one thing very important that we forget is social learners who learn from others. Are we getting it? So are you providing opportunities to all these type of learners? Because if you are not, so how can their mental health be stable? Yeah, they will always feel कि oh, मैं तो इस लायक नहीं हूँ पढ़ाई लिखाई के लिए. I cannot achieve this goal. Whereas when we create smart learning objective, it says that our goals should be achievable. They don't want to pay attention. That is wherein they start side talking. They start making excuses as well. So you need to understand this and then approach them from there. So your lesson plan should support all these type of learners. Yeah? Okay. With this, we will have a small activity again. आ जाएगा कि आप चीट खोलिएगा, आप नहीं खोलोगे चीट को. Is it clear? Okay. Now don't open the chip yet. Huh? I want all of us to make a circle. एक बड़ा सर्कल बनाना है, not team wise, ऐसे ही सर्कल बना लो. Open the chip. Only when I ask you to, you will open the chip and quietly understand what is written there. If you are confused, raise your hand. Nirupam and I will come and clarify the confusion. The second thing is, you will not show your friends or aankhon mein ishara. Okay? We teachers can be like kids only actually. So no ishara. Okay? Done deal? Yes. So open the chit. Once you have understood what's written there, close it again and keep it to yourself. Shh.
I was right.
Supposed to share anyone? Shh. You're not supposed to share anyone. So if anyone who's confused, raise your hand.
You have to make sound.
Wait, I'm coming to that. But you got what is written there, right? Yeah? Now, when I say close your eyes, you will close your eyes. ठीक है, अभी नहीं. Later. When I say close your eyes, आपको अपने आंखें बंद करनी है, please. And what do you need to do is, you need to close your eyes, imitate the sound, and walk and find your partner. Meow. With the dog, but with eyes shut. So there you have at least 4 or 5 cats, 4 or 5 tigers, ducks like that. So you'll have to find your partner. I know it's going to be a mess. It's absolutely fine. Okay? But you need to close your eyes, no cheating, and then find your partners by listening and by imitating the sound. Are we ready? Sorry? Wow! So easy. Nirupam, what did you give? Okay. Wait. I'll come. Come one by one. One by one. I'll come. One by one. If your animal is a butterfly, you will do prrr. Okay? Got it? Ready all of you? So close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. आंखें बंद करो. Close your eyes. 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 And when I say start, you have to start imitating the sound and then walk. But eyes shut. Okay? Eyes shut. Eyes shut. Eyes shut. Start.
Hey, partner.
What is it?
Where are the cats? You all found each other? Very good. Okay. Can the ducks raise their hands? The ducks? Oh, how are you doing this? Quack, quack, quack. How are you doing it? Quack, quack, quack. Oh, real ducks. Okay. Can the elephants raise their hands? Elephants? Sir, आपको पार्टी यहाँ पर वहाँ पर. How are you doing it, sir? Hey. How are you doing it? No wonder you guys did not catch your partners. Okay, dogs. Dogs, you found your partners? Found your partners? How are you doing? Wow! Very good. Okay, can the crow raise their hands? Crow? No, कैसे कर रही थी आप? Can the hens raise their hands? There's one more monkey who's lost. अपने को. Okay, how are you doing this? So butterfly.
How are you doing it? Generally, butterfly don't make so much sound.
So how did you caught the other butterflies? Because I asked all of you to do purr. Okay, take it, no problem.
So what animal are you?
A horse. A horse. How are you doing it?
Great. Sir. Here.
So tiger. How are you doing it?
Sir, here.
Pig. How are you doing it? It was easy for you. Was it fun?
Very nice.
Fun as it was, but then there's so much to learn. What did you learn from this activity? How to solve problem. What did you learn? Coordination, okay. And?
Nature has given variety, we should accept the change everyone. Ecosystem.
You spoke like Menka Gandhi. And?
Active listen.
Active listening, okay. Understanding each other. Attention. Full attention.
Sir, can you help me find my partner? I got this.
Okay, any other rooster? Not Murgi, rooster, Murga. Have you got? How are you doing it?
I found her.
You found her? How are you doing it? You, ma'am? How?
Like this sound.
हाँ कैसे करो? That is why rooster मतलब मुर्गा.
Oh, sound I know, but I didn't get my partner. There's so much chaos here.
That's the beauty of life. Chaos. And chaotic the situation is when you communicate properly. When the murgas communicated like murgas, they could find each other. When the billies communicated like a billy, अगर बिल्ली भाव भाव करेगा तो कुत्ते आ गए ना. But then the billies were able. Yeah. Into a remote area जहाँ internet नहीं होता, because then now you come and we get थोड़ा less disturbed. Calls after calls at times. Okay. Anyway, the way you think and all these things. What affects and influences to build a psychological career? What influences a person's psychology? How does that person build or get influenced to think and behave in a certain way?
Social environment.
Who said that? Social environment, yes. Anyone else? Yes. It's the environment and genetics that influences a child. Now, genetic is something that is not in our control. They are born with it, right? We have to accept that. But environment is something that's in your control, but then again, to a limit as a teacher, जो आपके classroom पे है. So at least classroom पे आप जो environment create करते हो, please understand that it's going to have a lifelong effect and impact on the child or on the kids that come into your classroom. I'm going a little जल्दी थोड़ा ये part, the basic part, because we are. So when we talk about psychology, there are some certain areas of development that is identified under it, which shapes that person. That would be. I will not want to explain this. Rather, we are going to do a teacher or an infant. Your team will need to do a research to what are the behavioral traits of that infant and how do you deal with that. Likewise, toddlers. Childhood, adolescence or teenage and adulthood. So, इनमें behavioral traits क्या है and how do you deal with it? For this, I will give all of you exactly 5 minutes to do it. But everyone will get their share of talking. So, this is very easy. Infant कौन लेना चाहता है? Okay, team one. So.
Okay, our topic was infancy. Okay, for the timing of 1 to 4 months, the crying is the only emotion, and they cry for various reasons like unhealthy stomach, hungry, upset for being someone was being rude or anything like that. And from 4 to 6 months, they can understand their environment environment
points that we have here is decision making.
From 6 to 10 months, they have all the clear understanding of all kind of emotions, and they can express various expressions of it, what they need, and they're very curious at that age to learn new things, to explore the world. What is this? What is a flower? What is this? They're very interested to learn new things, and they're very keen to learn new skills at this age, like walking.
Then showing respect, maintaining stress.
All of you will have to jump out of your chair and say, rock you, like this. I don't want this, कि वो political party के नारे पे आप लोग ये वाला नहीं चलेगा. You have to be like, rock you. Got it, all of you? Ready? We will rock you. We will rock you.
Describe some characteristics of this childhood. They are demanding.
Childhood, okay, kids are demanding.
They are really honest and honest.
Okay.
But also they have the ability to explore and be independent.
Absolutely, they're very curious, they're exploring.
There is a problem with them is that they have a lack of honesty.
True.
Really they are highly energetic, but they also are fear. They also have some fear for strangers.
Absolutely.
These are the characteristics.
Okay, and how do you deal with these kids mostly? Explain that part. Okay, maybe she ran. That you have not done. You have also done. I have done it. So when these kids are being kids, why is it becoming a problem? Because you choose to think and behave like this or like this. Are you getting it? Can your classroom be more positive, wherein everyone works in a social condition, wherein everyone is looking out for each other, and everyone gives each other the benefit of doubt, and because of that they have respect for each other? Yes. How? When you choose to behave like a meerkat and a giraffe. The choice is yours. Simple as that. When I do classroom management training, a lot of the time teachers have asked me, sir, one of the biggest problem is gaining their attention. How can we gain their attention? Are Baba, when you sound like a black and white movie, when you look like a black and white movie, how will these kids be attracted to, because they are born to this colorful world? So can you add colors to your teaching? Yes. How? One is, forget about these TV, mic and all. The biggest resource that you have as a human, which is a free gift from God, is this body, your face, your voice. Use that, na? We come into the classroom, you'll be like, once upon a time, there was a mighty king here in Assam. Students, are you listening? Do you all listen to songs? Yes. Yeah? How many of you listen to songs? Everyone. How many of you like reading books? I'm not a vivid reader, I read it once in a while. How many of you read books? Okay. Sir, also? So what was the recent book that you read? Can you quote on quote, word on word, bring out one line from that book?
Physics is the study of nature's law.
Sorry?
Physics is the study of nature's law in starting their
Anything from the other pages?
Newton's second law of motion. Actually, I am physics teacher. I can give you exact line.
No, you can give it. I'm talking about novels.
Novels I have noticed.
No, because that's something that you have by-hearted already. It's there in your brain.
No,
so
novels.
Who read novels? No one? No. Used to read, not now anymore. Read history.
I was not giving any interest at the time.
Okay. So the deal here is, if I have to ask any one of you, bring me a quote out of your book, quote unquote from what you read, it will be difficult, I'll tell you. Why? Because books don't have rhythm. But if I ask you, for an example, I asked all of you, tell me your favorite song. You will be able to tell me. If I ask you to tell me one line out of it, it will be very easy for you to do that. Why? Because songs have rhythm. So what I'm trying to say is, let's say Asha Bhosle comes into this room and sings a song like this. वो मेरे सोना रे दे दूंगा जान जुदा मत होना रे ताली बजाओ. Can we clap hands for man? Phones on silent, please. Come to this room and sing the same song like this again. मेरे सोना रे सोना. Which one is better, the first one or the second? Why the second one?
Rhythm, sur, taal.
There is melody. Are you getting it? With what behavior are you going to your classrooms? Why will the student want to listen to you, as I've said, when you are saying ki Hitler was a very cruel leader, Mahatma Gandhi was a very great leader. Kahan hai greatness? But when you say Mahatma Gandhi was a very great leader, there's a difference. Right? Let's have one round of practice. I want all of you to repeat this word with me. Say big, 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 big. Now with action, say it big, 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 big. Which one felt bigger? Only when you said or when you did?
Gesture.
Right? Now, everyone smile. Smile. Even if it's fake, it's okay. Smile, 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 smile. Everyone at the back. Here, this team, smile, smile. Now say, I'm so sad.
I'm so happy.
I'm very, very sad. I want to be sad. Okay. Now press your cheeks, press your cheeks, press your cheeks, press your cheeks, and say, I'm so happy.
I'm so happy.
I want to be happy. Now, did you sound happy? Did you sound sad? Just imagine आपके दोस्त का grandmother का देहांत हो जाता है and you go to their house and say, I'm so sorry your grandma. Grandma के साथ तुम्हें भी मार देंगे. God forbid कुछ ना हो. But yes, so why is it that there's a what went wrong यहाँ पर? Why is it that you did not sound happy? You did not sound sad. Why?
Body language.
Body language in terms of facial expression. And then you tell me that, oh, students don't want to participate like that. Who will want to participate when you're like, who can answer? Who will answer? Yes? कल ही तो खत्म किया था ये chapter. मैंने इतने अच्छे से keep in mind that you either choose to behave or not behave in that particular pattern. Because as an adult, you know it right. So tomorrow if a child comes and act in a way that is not acceptable from your end. Now your behavior is in your control as an adult. And trust me, kids are not that difficult to control. It's adults who are difficult to control. We adults, because we are like, as an adult, we are like, I know everything. I am right. Who the hell are you? We have a lot of ego. We are very judgmental. Right? So this theory that I'm going to introduce you to, it's a humble request. Please don't use it to judge the person sitting next to you. Use this theory to evaluate yourself. Who are you? Where are you? And what can you be? Okay? So I'm going to introduce you to this behavioral theory using some animals. And these are my friends. One of them is my best friend. Okay? Okay. What is this? It's a jackal. Can you all tell me the characteristic of a jackal? Cunning. And this behavior reflects through your body language, right? And your words. So with this, teachers, please understand the fact that behavior is a powerful tool. Like this quote says, it says, your behavior influences others through a ripple effect. A ripple effect works because everyone influences everyone else. Powerful people are powerful influencers. I'm sorry, I copy-pasted this directly. I came across this quote in Google. If you choose to behave like this, who are you? You are this as a teacher.
Excellent, excellent.
Sir, that was Joseph, class 5. He's very naughty, but I know he's a good student. How do we help him? How can we improve him further? Teachers, have you all tried out new techniques? How do we help this Joseph? Though he's naughty, he makes noise, he's naughty, but no, I think he can be a very good student. Just that he needs to be taken care of the right way. What do we do? As a colleague, sir, I think that Sir Joseph, no, he's not well today. Can we go and help him? Which period are you free? I'm free. My next period is free. I'll back him up. Give him rest. Maybe mentally he's stressed. How do we help him? right? Maybe he has family problems. Can we give him some peace of mind? How do we help him? Being very aware, right? Last but not least, one of my best friends. What is this animal? It's a giraffe. Can you all tell me the characteristic of a giraffe? Can someone tell me the characteristic? Then they start rebelling. And that is wherein they start having problem with you and you having a bigger problem with them. And so this is where I want to come to. So when we talk about behavioral, students' behavior and parents' behavior, but the most important behavior here has to come from the teacher. The teachers are the center here. Why? Because you are the one who should be influencing them, not they influencing you. Why is it that you have problems a lot of the time with these kids? That's because they influence you. You are not the one influencing them. Are you getting it? So with this, let me ask you another question. What do you understand by behavior? What is behavior?
Behavior means
At this age. And this is the time where, or rather the best time to mold them, to guide them. And which group was it? I forgot. They imitate and learn a lot at this age. Yes. Hence, when you go to a country like Japan, they take this so seriously, they focus more on manners and etiquettes when they start with their academic life cycle, right? They don't immediately start with A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 like हमारे Indian schools पे बच्चा जैसे ही आया like कहाँ से कबूतर बोलो, when they will be like all कहाँ से कबूतर and we're happy. But no, in Japan they make sure that these habits are inculcated first. Why? Because when these habits become prominent in them, and as they go to different classes, as they grow up and promoted, it becomes so embedded in them that, these habits become so embedded in them that it becomes easier for the other teachers to take control of them. Hence, Japanese students are also known as some of the most well-behaved students. They have their civic sense at place, right? Manners at place, right? So this is wherein teachers need to have a lot of patience and love. वो तो हर grade के लिए चाहिए. But this is something that you need to keep in mind, because once a person reaches the age of 14, it's very difficult to mold them after that, because that's wherein their hormones are changing and they are more, they're gradually becoming more independent. They are losing and letting go of their independency towards their parents. And this theory of it's my life starts there. I don't know if you've heard that. It's my life.
my life, my choice.
My life, my choice, my rules, right? Oh, I told that to my dad once. He's like, ठीक है, मेरा घर है, मेरा बिस्तर है, मेरा राशन है, मेरा compound है, जाओ निकल जाओ अपने life पे. Never said those words again. It's true. So we need to learn how to get to know them better. So teachers, the choice is yours, because I have seen in this 19 years of my journey, I have seen teachers being less influencing, students being more influencing, and teachers reacting to that influence. Sorry. But you are an adult. You should be the one outsmarting these kids. So how many of you have, be honest, how many of you have ever done this inside the classroom? Keep quiet! How many of you have done it? Raise your hands. Let's be honest, it's okay, I've done that, yeah, I think. Or otherwise, how many of you have taken a stick and not literally beaten the child, but then have used the stick to scare them? How many of you have caught a child or a student eating inside the classroom or chewing inside the classroom and have punished? Punished, as in you must have scolded them or given them feedback. हमेशा मिलता है आपको, कोई ना कोई हमेशा मिलता है. Okay, so when you are always finding faults, you'll always find faults, you'll always see faults, you lose the chance to appreciate now. Give people the benefit of doubt, yeah? Growing up, Tell me how many of you have bunked school once at least or classes? College में तो English class I bunked it every day because professor ने खुद बोला क्योंकि we were too many insane elements in our class for English. So he said, I'll mark all of you present. Anyone who wants to bunk. Yeah? How many of you have cross-talk with your friends when the teachers were teaching? हाँ, अपने दोस्तों से बात करना when teacher was teaching. How many of you chewed chewing gum inside the class when the teacher was teaching? How many of you finished the tiffin before the tiffin time? How many of you actually have heart amongst the land animal? They have the biggest heart, bigger than an elephant. So because of this
Long neck.
that they have and the eyes and the big heart, the way they see things so different. So if you behave like a giraffe, who are you? Sir, this boy from class 5, Joseph, he's very naughty. He never listens in the class. He disturbs everyone. Can you please come and observe how I am teaching? Maybe there's a problem with the way I am explaining. Maybe my teaching style does not suit his learning style. How can we work, teachers, as a team to ensure that Joseph becomes the best that he can be as he leaves our school? Can we all work as a team? What do we do? This class 7 student boy is full of attitude, even the girls. How do we help them? What is it that we have not done? So when you have a heart like a giraffe, you stop playing the blame game. You rather question.
It is about infancy. When the child is 1 to 4 years, he shows his
Months.
1 to 4 months. Sorry. 1 to 4 months, he shows off like a crying emotion, or due to hunger, or due to unhealthy stomach. And 4 to 6 years, 4 to 6 months,
It's okay.
they understand environment through familiar sounds and physical touch. And 6 to 10 months, they know the clear understanding and curious to learn new things and express the environment.
Thank you so much. Can we pass the mic to the next please?
59.
There is no difference in manners and behaviors between both boys and girls.
Okay.
I'm telling about toddlers.
Okay.
And the second point is no idea about their own future at their age. And they are very fond of their belongings. They learn only one word answers like mommy, papa, like this. And
That their attitude and action they show, they demonstrate.
Okay. Of life. Are we all getting it? Yes. So who are you? Let's move to our next friend. What is this? It's a meerkat. Again, not sure if they are in India, but I hope you have seen this in TV. There's a film also, Lion King. Hakuna Matata. Yeah, that animal. So these animals are very vigilant and they are a very social animal. When a meerkat is asked to stand as a sentinel guard, when they're giving that task by the leader, the pack leader, they can stand like this for 1 hour, only moving their heads, seeing if there are any predators nearby. If they see, they'll warn the rest, they'll all hide or fight as a team. I saw a video wherein a pack of meerkat fought with a cobra, king cobra, and the king cobra had to run away. Why? Teamwork, na? Though cobra is very poisonous, but the cobra had to run away. Why? The cobra जब एक का पीछा कर रहा है, 5-6 पीछे से आके उसको काट रहा है. तो the cobra turn करता to bite the other one. The other one's attack so well calculated as a team, teamwork, right? So that's okay, ma'am. It's not a problem. She's feeling so bad. I feel so bad. So when you choose to behave like a jackal, this is wherein you are at your worst behavior. Let me give you an example. As a teacher and as a colleague. As a teacher, if you choose to behave like, as a colleague, if you choose to behave like a jackal, this is who you are. Miss, मैं स्टाफ रूम के पास से गुजर रही थी ना, I heard people talking about you. आपको इतनी अच्छी हो, किसी के बारे में कुछ नहीं बोलती हो, मैंने सुना. I really don't want people to talk about you. Not good, na? Goes to the other person. Sir, मैं वो मैम के साथ चाय पी रही थी ना. पता नहीं आप दोनों के बीच में क्या हुआ. वो तो ऐसे ही बोल रही थी कि आप बहुत ही खड़ूस हो. Are you getting it?
चुगलीखोर.
Creating misunderstanding amongst people, always judging, right? The moment they see someone new, or every day, they'll be like, oh, I don't like this person, without trying to know that person. Yeah. As a teacher, who's the jackal? Sir, that +5 Joseph, so naughty. कुछ नहीं सीखता. Parents are also least bothered. You know what? मैं तो बोलता हूँ हम लोगों को भी खाली आके पढ़ाना, सैलरी लेना, काम खत्म. Should not be bothered. मैं भी कहता हूँ आप bother मत कीजिए. मैं देख रहा हूँ कि आप ज़्यादा उसका पीछा कर रहे हो. आप हार मान जाओगे, थक जाओगे, because principal is not bothered. Parents are not bothered. Why should we be bothered? Judging all the time. Are you getting it?
Very good.
So who are you? Question yourself. Next. Oh, sorry. Yeah. What is this? A hedgehog. Not a very common animal in India to find, and I'm not sure if we find this animal in India. But they are very small. They look a bit like a porcupine, but they are not a porcupine. Porcupine are much bigger than this, and they have a lot, a lot of spikes that they use for defending themselves. Then when you talk about a hedgehog is always very vulnerable because they are small. And very cute, rather, if you've seen them in TV. And these people from the West, Americans and all, they have very weird habits of having these exotic animals as pet. Python, hedgehog, kya ghar pe rakh dete hain as a pet. Because I'm one person, I've always believed wild animals should be staying in the wild, not at home. Except for your dog and cats. So, a hedgehog, very vulnerable. They're always the hunted ones. They're always the prey, not the predator. So if you choose to behave like a hedgehog, who are you? How do you react? Sir, पता नहीं मैंने क्या गलती की. सब टीचर्स बात ही नहीं करते ठीक से. प्रिंसिपल के पास हमेशा मेरा ही कंप्लेंट जाता है, जबकि मैं तो इतना अच्छे से काम कर रही हूँ. I think I should leave this job. ये जॉब क्या दुनिया की छोड़ देना चाहिए मुझे. अरे देखो ना उस क्लास 5 बच्चे को मैं इतना हार्ड वर्क करती हूँ, वो सीखता नहीं तो क्या मेरा गलती है क्या? पेरेंट्स भी कुछ तो नहीं कर रहे. मैं तो थक गई हूँ सर. I really want to resign. Always full of complaint. Always the victim. Always complaining, always the victim.
So we learn about this adulthood when they grow up from 19 to 20.
Age from 19 to 20, and mostly during this time they have the emotion.
You understand that especially toddlers and infants, we don't have much to discuss right now because they don't fall in your category.
So in our group, the representative came from group 5. So their topic was adolescence, which is between 12 to 18 years old. So the first thing we see in a child between 12 to 18 years is that hormonal changes.
A lot.
Yeah. Then easily influenced by the peer groups.
Absolutely.
Then we see that the children always try to take risk. There is an urgency to take different risks. And they are very curious to know new things.
Absolutely right.
Then they are very subconscious. We see a lot of students who are very subconscious in many things.
Especially self-image.
Yes.
Body image. Yes, how they look.
And we also get to see that they reduce dependency from their parents. They think that they can do whatever they feel like. They are able to do. Then they need more privacy during that age. They think that they need privacy and they get pissed off. Many a times we see that they get pissed off when they don't get that privacy. And we also get to see mood changes, mood swings.
Absolutely.
So that's all.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, lunch in Don Bosco here. Thank you so much, Father, for making this moment.
What is